Hello guys, so I meant to do a feeding video last video, but I forgot to do that. But as this video is right back to back, so I will just put this in the description of the last video. So these are my Oscars Jaguar Cichlid. Now I have a handful of my mix of Hikari Cichlid Gold pellets. It's all in my hand, so I can't really move the bag. But I just mixed a bunch of Hikari pellet products together to create a monstrosity, but these guys love it. As they're very aggressive feeders, as most Oscars are. Now the Jaguar takes a second for her to realize there's food, and then I also have to go grab a handful of these Aqueon shrimp pellets that I feed my fish. Now these shrimp pellets I'd recommend maybe a little for a little while, but they work great. The catfish love them. Everybody in the tank eats them. Now I might have to turn off the light because the catfish might not eat. There's my shovel nose and the red tail. Now they'll probably eat a lot of it, so I'll just come back later if the cats don't eat. But to me, it's not a big deal right now. But yeah, these guys are just pigs and vacuum cleaners. And then coming around to this grow out tank for my peacock bass, I'll just set it right there. So I'll set it right there. No, never mind. What am I saying? Anyways, I feed these Hikari Vibra bites and also a mix of, just Hikari Vibra bites most of the time, and I do have some smaller cichlid pellets, like extra small sinking pellets. Now, these guys really just need a pinch of this stuff, maybe a pinch or two. It's just really quick food that they'll eat. These guys love it, and I love the color because it enhances their color for them. Now this Danio is really aggressive when eating, like most are, as he is a fast-moving fish. But this peacock bass, man, he's just beautiful. I had two of them, but the other one didn't make it. I did like this guy more anyways, even though it sounds wrong. I did like this guy more just because he did interact more. And his colors are just way more pretty. And then coming over to my male blind flowerhorn. He's only blind in one eye, but I love the guy. I feed him Vibra bites also, and he's just an incredible, beautiful fish, and I love this guy. So I'll give him a little pinch of some Vibra bites, as you can see right there. Well, it's kind of hard to see because this tank doesn't have any lights, but I'll give him a little pinch of that stuff, help with his beautiful colors. And then I'll give him what the best food that I'd recommend for flowerhorns is this pellets called flowerhorn pellets called Grand Sumo. I've been using them on all my past flowerhorns, which are just amazing pellets. They all eat them. Enhances their color, nuchal hump growth, which nuchal hump is the bump on the flowerhorn's head if you remove the flowerhorn. So I'll give him a little pinch of this stuff. But she'll eat eventually. Just give him a minute, but he's still, even with his one eye, he is quite the ferocious feeder. And he's a beautiful flowerhorn. I will have to get a light for this tank soon so you guys can see. That's the only lights I have. I'll get to this girl in a second. The only lights I have are in this drawer, but that light is stuck on the green color, and I don't know how to change it. Anyways, this is Ladybird, female flowerhorn. I'll see if I can set up the camera on something. I don't know, but if not, I'll just set it down right here. I lift up the lid. I give her probably about a nice, decent-sized handful of the flowerhorn pellets, as she is a pretty big girl. So I give her a nice, decent pinch. Now it's hard to tell because I do top off this tank so that filter isn't that loud. But I love this fish. Very beautiful, very interactive flowerhorn. But she does take quite a while to eat. But she's a pretty fish. But yeah, if you can see her from the side, just a beautiful, beautiful fish. And then I'll give you an update video, probably coming within the next week, on care for a lot of these fish and a lot of other things. But for right now, all I can say is these fish love their food. They're getting a good home. They like me. I take care of them, and they're pretty good. Most of all, I'd recommend a lot of these fish to some people, but obviously you do need some very large aquariums to keep them. As like these Oscars now, they haven't grown. I've had them for about 3 years. They're probably at 8 inches and haven't really grown since. But I love these fish. Very beautiful, bring me so much joy. And for me being only 14, I think I've accomplished a lot. Now, I could possibly be getting a 300-gallon aquarium, but that is a very long stretch to do. Now, I hope you enjoyed the feeding video, and I'll give you my care guide, and I'll also give you just a care routine on how I take care of everyone, and I'll see you in the next one.